In this video, we want to go ahead and kind of extend our points logic. So what I mean by that is, one, we need to create a way to initialize our points. Well, actually, that's going to probably be potentially it for this video, but we want to have some kind of starting points. I mean, that's just what I'm going to call it. Kind of like how we initialize our firearms ammo. So what we are going to do is we need a basic gameplay effect. So let's go to our zombies, core, gas, effects, and make a new blueprint class of type U gameplay effect. Or not, why did I have event? Effect. So GE underscore, let's do init player stats. So this here is going to be responsible for kind of initializing the actual player stats themselves. So points, kills, deaths, headshots, yada yada. So we're going to go to modifiers, select the points attribute, and by default we'll do override, and we're just going to set it at 500. So we compile, save, and if we go to our player state, we have starting effects, and we want to apply by default the init player stats. So compile, save, and press play. As you can see, we now start with 500 points. So same thing will go. If we play with the client, we will also have 500 points down here once its replication has been received. So that takes care of the initial setting, so to speak. Just makes it a little bit easier. We don't have to do this, anywhere else. What we want to do now is go ahead and start kind of setting up the logic for consuming these points when we do things such as purchase a barricade, buy the wall weapon, that kind of stuff. So to begin, let's first off go to our event listeners and go to our on wall weapon purchased function. So in here we have the concept of a payload. So if we go to the wall weapon really quick, which is right here, when we purchase a weapon off the wall, we are constructing this payload and sending it to our pawn basically. And once we receive it, we can do stuff on it. And if we look at that payload, one of the properties of it is the event magnitude. So this magnitude is just a float, so it can be our cost. So what we're going to do to start out with, I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it this way. We may change it in the future, but I'm going to give it kind of a try. But we're going to utilize the event magnitude to kind of dictate the purchase. So for example, let's set the payload dot magnitude to equal the, what is it? It is the wall weapon data cost. So in the case of the STG, let's assume it's 600 points. The corresponding payload's event magnitude will be 600, so we can apply a cost gameplay effect that way. So once we have that, we want to go ahead and just simply, apply it. So we need a new gameplay effect dedicated to this. So let's go back to our gameplay effects, and I'm just going to actually duplicate the init player stats and call this one, let's do, reduce, or let's do decrement points. Or let's do modify points. We can probably come up with a better name, but we want to use the points attribute. We want to change the modifier operation to add, and we're going to change it from scalable float to set by caller. So we're going to need to make a new tag for this, but this is what we want to have as our effect. So what we want to do is go ahead and grab the ability system component. So U ability system component equals get ability system component from actor info. So we want to grab the ability system component and create a outgoing spec. So make outgoing spec using the gameplay effect class, which we don't have yet. So we'll do no pointer, level is 1, and F gameplay effect context handle. We can just create a new one. So make sure you went ahead and included ability system component .h. And yeah, we are ready to move forward. So we make that effect context, the effect spec handle. So F gameplay effect spec handle, and we'll call this one the points spec handle. After that, we grab the point spec handle, grab data, and search for set by color magnitude. And we want the tag name, which is we don't have yet, so F gameplay tag, we'll just make a new one. And then we want the magnitude. So because our modifier is a add, we want to go ahead and basically make the event magnitude a negative. So cost, if it's 600, we don't want to add 600, we want to add negative 600. So we take the minus sign and do payload dot event magnitude. And there we have our negative 600. After that, we can go ahead and apply a gameplay effect spec to self using the points spec handle. What does it take in? Gameplay effect spec. Oh, right. So it takes in gameplay effects. Yeah, cannot speak. Gameplay effect spec, and we need to dereference like so. So point spec handle dot data. So this is now set up. Now what we want to do is go ahead and create that event tag. So let's go to data. We have gameplay effect magnitude tags. Let's duplicate, and we have magnitude underscore player stats underscore points. Let's go to the CPP, do the same thing, and do player stats dot points. And now we have our new tag. So let's use that right here for the magnitude. So we need to include it. So let's include data tags, gameplay effect magnitude tags. And lastly, we just need the gameplay effect class. So we can define it here, or we can define it in project settings, because there are going to be potentially multiple places where we would be utilizing this specific gameplay effect. So what we can do is go to our developer settings, which is what it's here for, and we can grab a new, let's rename the category to, player stats. And we'll have a T subclass of U gameplay effect. And we're going to call this one player. Let's do decrement points effect. And we can just make it easy to make a new static function that simply returns that. So get decrement points effect. So let's create a new zombies developer settings and return the decrement points effect. So this way, inside of event listeners, we can just simply include the developer settings, skg zombies developer settings, and fetch it. So skg zombies developer settings, get points, or get decrement points effect. I don't know why I can't speak. So we can close the editor down, recompile, relaunch, and we should be good to go. So when we purchase the wall weapon, we don't have any conditions for this purchase yet. We want to go ahead, make a new gameplay effect spec with our points effect, set the magnitude using, well, specifically the points. We want to set that to be the negative of the passed in magnitude, or rather the cost. So basically the negative version of the cost. So if the cost is 500, we are going to pass in a negative 500. Then we simply apply the effect spec to ourself, which would in turn decrement our points. So once we get back in the editor, we can finish the effect by just applying, the given tag, and we are good to go to give it a try. Okay, let's go back into the effect, set by color. The tag will be ability, magnitude, player stats, points. Compile, save, and let's set the points of the firearm. So let's find the data asset and set the cost to, I don't know, 200. So let's hit play. So here we have our 500 points. Let's buy it, press F, and we get a crash because I completely forgot to put the effect in the project settings. So let's recompile, relaunch, and set it. Okay, once we are back in the editor, go to project settings, zombie settings, and set the decrement points effect to be modify points. I guess I actually should really rename decrement to modify. I thought I left it as modify for some reason. So we play again, buy the wall weapon, and our points subtracted by 200. And that's what we wanted. However, we can buy this kind of infinitely. So now as you can see, we're at negative 100, so on and so forth. So we're going to need some additional conditions, but now we have multiple firearms that we can cycle through. So I'm going through all the STGs until we get back to the 1911 and so on and so forth. So the one thing I want to do is I want to actually rename, because I'm not happy with the word decrement. I want to change it to modify points effect. So my bad on that one. So let's change it to modify points effect, change decrement to modify, decrement to modify again, and again, and again. And that'll take care of that. So I'm going to rebuild and we should be good to go. So I just wanted this in place so we have a very simple way to go about basically just modifying the points. So all we have to do is get the effect and set the value and apply it. So this way we can go through and work on our can purchase logic as well as some other stuff. So things like applying the cost to the barricade, all of that. Because we don't want to be able to go negative points, and we want to make sure if we buy it, we actually have enough points to begin with. So back in our project settings, let's set the modify points effect to modify points and just save all. So we are good to go. Now that that's out of the way, I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below where you can get access to this series early.